Hey everyone, this is Jahar Assad with Moselle Realty Group, and I thought I would just take some time to share with you all some first-time home buyers tips, and so that for those who may be interested in buying and purchasing their home for the very first time, they will have some idea of what to look for and how to get started. Okay, step number one, I would think, especially in today's society, when we see that just recently, I believe it was last week that they brought to our attention that 143 million people have been hacked and their information has been compromised. And I was one of those. Myself and my wife, we both were compromised. Our social security number and pertinent personal information has been compromised. So, step one, I would suggest that for those who are interested in buying a home, number one, check your credit report. And as well as, with that being said, you will, if you found out that you are one of those persons who have been compromised, go ahead and sign up with Equifax Trusted Identity Program, where they would allow you to have access to free credit reports, credit monitoring, and things of the like that will be able to protect your credit profile. Then I would suggest on the heels of that, with the end of the year, you will probably want to start getting your credit score squared away if it's not already in the 660 range to 700 and better, so that you can get the best credit rates for your mortgage approval. And you will probably want to go ahead and start working on your credit. So at the top of the year, you go ahead and get your taxes, complete your taxes, and go ahead and work on those things that you need to do to get your credit in order. That's step number one. Step number two is to get pre-approved. Um, Under that pre-approval, you probably want to go ahead and speak with a couple mortgagers, mortgage bankers, to basically to see what you qualify for. Instead of guessing of what you would qualify for, just know what you qualify for. And with that being said, typically in that process, what will happen, you would have to have about 2 years worth of your tax returns, some bank statements, things of that nature that you would need to submit to your mortgager so they can go ahead and see what you qualify for. And so that you won't have to be spinning your wheels and saying you're looking at $300,000 houses and you're only able to afford 250,000. So that'll create less hassle for you, less hassle for your professional real estate agent. So you would go ahead and get it pre-approved, so you would be able to know what you're working with, so that you can refine your search in terms of what you're looking for in terms of purchasing a home. Step number three would be hire a professional real estate agent, such as me, Jahar Assad with Moselle Realty Group, where that you would be able to have a professional working on your best interest in terms of securing the best deal for you in purchasing a home. A lot of times we see people go out and see a home, they call a number on the sign, and not realizing that that person who is listed on the sign has no obligation to you to protect your interests as a buyer. They're obligated to protect the interests of that seller. But what is not known to that potential buyer who calls that particular number on that sign, the seller pays a commission, a total commission. Say if the commission is $5,000, 5%. And so you say that's a $200,000 home. And so 5% is about $10,000. That $10,000 is basically split between both of those agents. That agent firm and that other agent's firm. And so that means that you don't have to worry about paying a commission per se as a first time home buyer or a buyer. Typically, the seller pays the commission, the commission here in the state of North Carolina. That's like 99.9% of the time. Also, I would say once you get pre-approved, you hire your professional agent. Don't buy any big ticket items. A lot of times people get a pre-approved and start home searching, and then they start shopping for big ticket items in the home. Your washer and dryers, your freezers and refrigerators, and then some people go and buy cars. But guess what? That destroys your debt to income ratio. That destroys your credit. That destroys your opportunity to get a home. What is not known to most home buyers is that even though that they pull a credit report on the front end, they also pull a credit report on the back end prior to closing on the home. So if you purchased a big ticket item, a car, freezer, fly furniture, guess what? You have destroyed your situation, your financial situation. You have thrown your debt to income ratio off and your ability to secure that home. And let's see. Well, I think that's about covers what I would like to cover in this particular short video. And we thank you so much for stopping by. And please, this is Jahar Assad with Moselle Realty Group. Have a good day, and we make good things happen. Peace.